Biological agents. Russia identifies aerial vehicles over Ukraine equipped with bioagents, they say. Russia declared that it has found evidence of US NATO led bioweapons being transported around Ukraine and has vowed to dismantle this biological threat to the world. Russian permanent representative to the United Nations, Vasily Nebenzia, revealed information in a recent speech about what he described as unmanned aerial vehicles equipped with 30-liter containers and equipment which can be used to spray bioagents. Natural News reports 3 such vehicles were identified back March 9 in the Kherson port region of Ukraine, and about a month later, 10 more of those very same unmanned aerial drones were spotted in the area of Kakhovka. And these facts are of particular importance considering a confirmed request from Ukrainian side to the Bayraktar UAV manufacturer about the maximum payload of Bayraktar Akinci UAVs, flight range up to 300 kilometers, and the ability to equip it with an aerosol generating system with a 20-plus liter capacity, Nebenzia says. It turns out as of March 3rd, 2015, there is a United States patent number 8,967,029B1 linked to these strange weapons that could potentially be hauling biological weapons into Ukraine. The patent in question talks about the aerial release of the infected mosquitoes, hence for a device unit designed to be applied as a technical means of delivery and use of a biological weapon. Such biological weapons include immunological agents, bacteria, and viruses, including highly contagious varieties of each of these that could wipe out 100% of the enemy troops. In other words, it appears as though the United States may be trying to release airborne biological weapons over Russian troops to do away with them and prevent Putin's special operation in Ukraine from reaching victory. Now, according to the description, such a UAV transports a container housing a huge number of infectious transmitting mosquitoes to release them at a designated area, Nebenzia said. He explains the attacked people get infected with highly contagious diseases via mosquito bites. The description clearly states that an infected military will not be able to fulfill the assigned mission. Therefore, sickness can be a more valuable military tool than the most up-to-date military equipment. It's indicated that infecting enemies' manpower in such a way would be of significant military effect. Ukraine has kept these biological weapon systems hidden from public view. U.S. legislation requires that any patent issued come with a complete description of the actual machine assembly as used. This would suggest that the U.S. has in fact created and now potentially unleashed a bioagent delivering aerial vehicle system to use as a weapon against Russia. Ukraine has conveniently failed to mention any of this activity or the research covering such programs and projects which date back to 2016. This also includes the use of UP4, Flu Flyway, and P718 technologies. Ukraine has also failed to report the funding it has received from foreign state military departments, which are required in order to prevent or reduce the occurrence of ambiguities, doubts, and suspicions. And this raises the question of a violation of political obligations regarding the submission of data on confidence-building measures adopted by the stated parties to the BTWC, Nebenzia said. He said the U.S. reports also miss the data on the programs and projects implemented outside the U.S. national territory or on the financing thereof. Our repeated appeals to the American side to provide exhaustive explanations with respect to such activities remain without due feedback. In essence, such secrecy and neglect of Russian claims by the United States but confirm their validity. The specific section of BTWC that Ukraine and the U.S. appear to be in violation of include Articles 1 and 4. Analytic reports of the Kherson Department of Security Service of Ukraine, dated June 30th, 2016, and February 28, 2017, further confirmed these violations, also linking Black and Veatch Special Projects Corporation to the procurement of microbiological laboratories across the deep state-occupied territory of Ukraine. Russia continues to maintain that these US-funded labs in Ukraine are being used to conduct research on pathogens of infectious diseases that can be used to create or modernize biological weapons. It's indicated that the fact that projects were subordinate to the military department of a foreign state, creating prerequisites of the foreign specialists to penetrate into the regional biolaboratories and familiarize themselves with strategic developments, Nebenzia explained. Because of all this, Russia has put forward a draft resolution to the UN Security Council calling for a commission to investigate its claims against the US and Ukraine concerning these matters. Nebenzia said, "At the moment, the draft is under discussion at the expert level, and we count on its prompt endorsement and adoption." This is by Sean Adel-Tabatabai, News Punch. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.